Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to dig into some Salesforce goodies with me?
Always ready to geek out on the latest and greatest, especially with the Winter 25 release notes.
Winter 25, you say? Sounds cozy, but let's be real. This is Salesforce. We're talking about some seriously cool updates, not just cozy fires.
You got it. And the best part is, we don't even have to wait until winter. These updates start rolling out in mid-September 2024.
September. That's practically a summer release disguised as winter. So what are we waiting for? Hit me with the highlights. What do admins and devs need to know?
All right, buckle up because there's a bit of housekeeping coming your way. First up, Salesforce is laying down the law with sandboxes.
Sandboxes. You mean those safe spaces where we can test things out without, breaking production?
The very same. So if you're creating or refreshing a developer or developer pro sandbox, you're going to need a public group.
A public group. Is that new?
It will be mandatory for API version 60 and up. So yeah, time to get those groups in order.
Got it. API version 60, check. Public groups, check. What else?
Now let's talk about CORS.
CORS. Is that some kind of fancy coffee for developers?
Not quite. CORE stands for Cross-Origin Resource Sharing, and it's about how different systems, like your custom domains, can safely talk to Salesforce APIs. They're expanding the CORS allow list.
Okay, so more flexibility and security. Got it.
Exactly. Speaking of APIs, don't forget about those older versions, 21.0 through 30.0. They were supposed to retire, but got a little reprieve. Summer 25 is the new deadline.
So we've got a bit more time to upgrade.
Precisely. But don't wait. Trust me, upgrading APIs is like that dreaded dentist appointment. Better to get it over with than suffer later.
You're preaching to the choir here.
Yeah.
I'm all about avoiding those tech headaches. So what else can we do to prevent those oh no moments?
Let's talk about Apex action exceptions, those errors that can sometimes pop up in your code.
Errors. Nobody likes errors.
Exactly. Well, Salesforce has got your back. They're making sure that if an error occurs during a process, everything gets reversed. Think of it like a magic undo button for your data.
Oh, can I call peace of mind?
Hmm.
Okay, last thing before we move on to the fun stuff. Email verification.
Ah, yes. A quick task with big implications.
Because nobody likes spam.
Exactly. By spring 25, verifying your email address in My Email settings is going to be mandatory for sender verification. That way, Salesforce knows you're you and those emails land at the right inboxes, not the spam folder.
Makes total sense. Okay, now for the part we've all been waiting for, what's new and shiny in Winter 25. Developers, you ready for this? LWC is getting a serious upgrade with API v62.
For sure. One of the coolest additions is HTML class binding support.
Okay, break that down for those of us who don't speak fluent code.
Basically, it means developers can now style their components using good old HTML, which makes their code cleaner and way easier to understand. It's like decluttering your digital workspace.
Love it. But it sounds like Salesforce is also putting their foot down with stricter rules for how developers import external code libraries.
True, but think of it like this. Those stricter rules are like guardrails for your code, preventing those oops moments.
Safety first, always a good policy. Anything else to make life easier for our developer friends.
They've got these awesome, more specific error messages, especially when you're working with dates and times in your code.
So instead of vague errors that leave you scratching your head, you get clear directions on what to fix. I like the sound of that. But enough about code for now. Let's talk about something that affects everyone. Lightning experience.
Ah, Lightning experience, the heart of Salesforce for so many of us.
Exactly. And in Winter 25, it's getting even better.
Absolutely. For starters, list views, those long lists of data we love to scroll through.
Oh, I know them well.
Well, they're now built using, you guessed it, Lightning Web Components.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Faster, smoother, and get this, they're even piloting multi-column sorting.
No more clunky workarounds. Hallelujah. Anything else getting the LWC treatment?
You bet. Those pop-up boxes we see everywhere, modals, are also getting a performance boost with LWC. Salesforce is really doubling down on speed and efficiency this release.
Music to my ears. And here's a question for you. What about all that data we have living outside of Salesforce?
Data integration, the eternal challenge. Well, Salesforce has heard your pleas. They've expanded the Apex connector framework to support even more external data types.
So we can finally connect to all those other systems without jumping through hoops.
You got it. Pick lists, multi-select pick lists, even time fields. It's all fair game now.
Data integration just got a whole lot smoother. I love it. Now let's switch gears and talk content, shall we? Specifically, Salesforce CMS.
CMS, the unsung hero of many a Salesforce org.
And in Winter 25, it's stepping into the spotlight with some impressive new features.
For sure. One of the coolest additions is the ability to publish your CMS content directly to websites built on Salesforce's older framework, Aura.
So no more juggling different systems.
Exactly. It's like building a bridge between the old and the new, making life easier for everyone. Plus, CMS users can now share workspaces and even clone content.
Talk about a time saver. And speaking of streamlining workflows, let's move on to the automation powerhouse itself, Salesforce Flow.
Get ready for some flow love because
Oh, yeah.
Winter 25 is bringing the heat.
I am here for it. Give me all the details.
First up, the action button component. You know, the one that lets you add those clickable buttons to your flows. It's officially out of beta and ready for prime time.
Finally. I've been waiting for this one. What about the repeater component? Any updates on that front? For looping through a set of records.
Absolutely. You can now use the repeater component to update existing records in one go. It's a game changer for automating those repetitive tasks.
Working smarter, not harder, that's what I'm talking about. But let's be honest, sometimes we need a little help to work smarter, right? Any guidance for us flow-building mortals in Winter 25?
You read my mind. Salesforce has added these awesome little tips directly within the flow builder. Think of it like having a flow expert looking over your shoulder, gently nudging you in the right direction.
Sign me up. No more flow shame. What else is new in the world of flow?
The create records element, the one we use all the time, it's getting a serious power-up. You can now use it to update multiple records simultaneously within a single flow.
Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. I love it. Anything else?
Last but not least, the transform element is stepping up its game, now supporting a wider range of data types, including text, numbers, you name it.
The more data we can wrangle, the better. But hold your horses, folks, because we've only just scratched the surface of Winter 25. Okay, time to dive into some industry-specific goodies. First up, Financial Services Cloud. What's brewing in the world of loans and financial planning?
Oh, they're making some big moves to simplify things. For starters, they've got this new all-in-one form called an Omniscript that streamlines the entire loan application process.
No more jumping through hoops to get a loan. I like the sound of that.
Exactly. And to make things even smoother, they've got these new templates that make it easier to connect with other systems for things like loan origination.
So less paperwork, more automation, music to my ears. What else is new in Financial Services Cloud? Any cool tech coming our way?
Get this. They're bringing in the power of AI to help financial advisors. We're talking AI-generated summaries of financial records.
Hold on, AI that does the heavy lifting for you. Sign me up. That's like having a super smart assistant who can crunch numbers and analyze data in their sleep.
You got it. It frees up advisors to focus on what really matters, building relationships and giving personalized advice.
I love it when technology works for us, not the other way around. Okay, enough about finances. Let's talk manufacturing. What's new in Manufacturing Cloud? Any exciting updates for our friends on the factory floor?
Precision is key in manufacturing, right? Well, Salesforce is making it even easier to be precise with their sales agreements. They've added the ability to use decimals.
Decimals. That might sound minor, but for industries that rely on exact measurements, that's huge.
Absolutely. And here's another small change with big impact. User-friendly display names for products.
Okay, so instead of those crazy long technical product names that only engineers understand, we can use plain language that everyone gets.
Precisely. Makes it so much easier for sales teams to navigate those complex product catalogs and close deals faster.
Love it. Streamlining for the win. Okay, calling all learners and educators. What's new in Salesforce for education?
Big news. They're integrating with Data Cloud, which is a game changer for how educational institutions manage all their data.
Data is power, especially in education.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And to make that data even more powerful, they're bringing in Einstein, Salesforce's AI engine, to help summarize advising cases and give insights into mentor-mentee relationships.
Wow, talk about personalized learning. It's like having a digital assistant who knows each student's journey and can help them succeed. Amazing. Now, let's switch gears to something a little more, shall we say, rewarding. What's new in the world of loyalty programs?
Oh, they've got some exciting updates. Imagine this. You can now create promotions based on product bundles. So instead of just offering a discount on one thing, you can entice customers with a package deal.
Bundle up those savings. I love it. But how do you make sure you're reaching the right customers with those promotions?
That's where actionable lists come in. Salesforce is giving you even more precision in defining your target audience.
Because not all customers are created equal, right?
Exactly. And here's the really cool part. They're integrating data graphs to create laser-focused campaigns. It's like having a marketing crystal ball.
No more marketing in the dark. Love it. But let's get real for a second. Not every company operates in a single Salesforce environment. What about those who have multiple orgs? How do you manage promotions across different systems?
You're right, that could be a challenge. But fear not, Salesforce has a solution. They've introduced a new promotion deployment feature, so you can push those promotion rules to different orgs and keep everything consistent.
Ah, consistency, my favorite word. No more manual updates or inconsistencies across environments. Sign me up.
It's all about making your life easier. Now, let's talk about those customers who might be part of multiple loyalty programs. Like a company-wide program and an individual program. How do you handle that?
Yeah, that sounds like a recipe for confusion.
Not anymore. Salesforce has simplified it so your customer service reps can easily find and apply the best promotions for corporate members.
Seamless and customer-centric. 2 thumbs up. Okay, what about our developer friends who love to tinker under the hood? Any new APIs to play with in the world of loyalty programs?
You bet. They've released these new Connect REST APIs specifically for promotion configuration.
So more power to automate and customize promotions using code.
You got it. The possibilities are endless.
Music to a developer's ears. But let's not forget about our planet. What's new in Net Zero Cloud for our sustainability-minded listeners?
They're all about helping companies achieve their environmental goals. In Winter 25, they're making it even easier to control who can see your sustainability disclosures. To make sure that sensitive information is only shared with those who need to know.
Security and sustainability, a powerful combination. What else is new in the world of green business?
They've made it incredibly easy to manage all your ESG content, like your environmental, social, and governance reports, all in one central location. Plus, Einstein Generative AI can help you rephrase, summarize, you name it, all those disclosures you have to write.
Einstein to the rescue. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's zoom out for a second and talk about something that affects almost every Salesforce user. List views.
Those long lists of data we all know and love.
The very same. They're getting a major performance boost thanks to our old friend, Lightning Web Components.
And drumroll, please. Multi-column sorting is finally here.
It's the little things, right? No more workarounds or hacks. Hallelujah. What about the Apex connector framework? Any updates there?
Oh yeah, they're expanding it to include even more external object field types like pick lists, multi-select pick lists, and even those tricky time fields.
So connecting all that external data just got even easier. Music to my ears.
And get this, Salesforce is bringing dynamic forms to modals. We're talking a faster, more seamless experience all around.
Subtle but significant. Love it. Now let's talk big data. What's new in Data Cloud?
Data Cloud is all about speed and efficiency, and they're making it even easier to process those massive data sets. They've updated batch data transforms, so those big data processes run smoother and faster than ever before.
That's a win for everyone involved. What about actually setting up Data Cloud? Any improvements there?
You bet. They've streamlined the setup process and added a ton of new pre-built connectors.
Oh.
We're talking over 100 connectors now, including big names like Amazon, ADP, even ZooInfo.
Options, options, options. I love it. Okay, let's move on to public sector solutions. What does Winter 25 have in store for our friends in government and public sector organizations?
They're focused on efficiency and better service delivery. They're introducing this awesome talent recruitment management console app to streamline the entire hiring process.
So from screening applications to scheduling interviews, it's all in one place.
Exactly. And they haven't forgotten about caseworkers. They're introducing caseworker productivity analytics, which gives insights into caseloads, trends, even performance.
Data-driven insights to help improve services. I'm all for it. Now let's circle back to education for a moment. Any other exciting updates for our favorite students and educators?
Advisors can now use Einstein Generative AI to get quick summaries of student advising cases.
Talk about personalized learning support. It's like having a virtual assistant who's caught up on every student's journey. Amazing.
And speaking of personalization, Einstein is also stepping in to improve mentoring relationships. They're using AI to match mentors and mentees based on their skills and experience.
Love it. Now, for those institutions with massive course catalogs, hold on to your hats because Salesforce for Education is introducing new REST and Apex APIs for managing those catalogs.
You got it. Now you can automate tasks, making it so much easier to create, update, and access those learning catalogs.
Streamlining at its finest. We've covered a ton of ground already, from AI-powered features to industry-specific updates. But believe it or not, there's still more to come in Winter 25. All right, we're back for the final stretch of our Winter 25 deep dive. Are you ready for more Salesforce awesomeness?
Always. What do you want to talk about next?
How about we start with something that impacts, well, pretty much everyone using Salesforce?
Let me guess. Security.
You know it. And Salesforce is definitely stepping up its game in this release. What's new in the world of keeping our data safe and sound?
Well, for starters, they're piloting something called Salesforce Archive, which is like a secure storage unit for all those old records you need to keep, but don't access very often.
Okay, so it's like decluttering your data attic. I like it. What else is new on the security front?
Email security is getting a boost. Starting in spring 25, get ready to verify that email address you use for sending from Salesforce.
Makes sense. It's all about preventing those phishing scams, right?
Exactly. Better safe than sorry.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, let's shift gears for a moment and talk data visualization. I hear CRM analytics is getting a makeover.
Oh yeah, CRM Analytics was getting some serious love this release. One of the coolest new features is the ability to export data directly from a CRM Analytics lens.
Wait, so no more screenshots or manual data dumps?
Nope, you can share those insights easily with other tools.
Data silos, beware. Data wants to be free. Okay, what else is new in CRM analytics? Spill the tea.
Remember how clunky the old interface was for managing custom report types? Well, kiss those frustrations goodbye. They've completely redesigned it. It's cleaner, more intuitive, and actually enjoyable to use now.
Streamlined workflows, my love language. What else? Give me more.
They've added some time-saving features for dashboards, too. You can download images and export data right from those handy-dandy widget action menus.
Every second counts. What else? Don't hold out on me.
They've also added a new feature that lets you control access to your dashboards based on a user's territory.
Okay, so if you have sensitive data that should only be seen by certain teams or regions, you can lock it down.
You got it. It's all about granular control and keeping your data safe and sound.
I'm loving all these security and efficiency upgrades. Okay, enough about dashboards for now. Let's talk e-commerce. What's new in Commerce Cloud?
Get ready for this. Commerce Cloud is getting a major facelift. They've completely redesigned the Commerce app.
A brand new commerce app. Tell me more.
Think intuitive navigation, helpful recommendations, and enhanced features for managing your products and categories. It's a whole new e-commerce experience.
I can't wait to get my hands on it. What about pricing updates? Any news on that front?
They've introduced a feature called Lowest Unit Price, specifically for our friends in the EU.
So it's all about transparency and compliance with EU regulations.
Exactly. And here's a handy little addition. A troubleshooting assistant right within the Commerce app.
A troubleshooting assistant? It's like having a tech support team on call 24/7. What's not to love?
Right. It's the little things, right?
Absolutely. Speaking of little things that make a big difference, what's new with checkout experiences?
They've made it super easy to switch between using Salesforce's managed checkout and a custom checkout solution without losing any of your settings.
Oh, that's awesome. No more starting from scratch if you change your mind. Flexibility is key. What about promotions? Any improvements there?
You bet. They've revamped the promotion workspace, making it easier to create, manage, and analyze those promotions. Plus, you can now offer shipping rate promotions.
Shipping rate promotions. That's a great way to sweeten the deal for customers. Okay, let's talk payments. Any exciting updates in Salesforce payments?
They've made it even easier for customers to pay you instantly with Pay Now links.
Pay now links. I like the sound of that. Where can you use them?
Anywhere. Invoices, emails, even social media posts.
Wow, that's convenient. But what about security? Is Salesforce Payments doing anything to keep those transactions safe?
Absolutely. They've added a new event that tracks changes to your payment gateway settings.
So you'll know right away if something fishy's going on. Love it. Salesforce just keeps getting better and better.
That's true. And the best part is, we've only scratched the surface of what Winter 25 has to offer.
From enhanced security features and AI-powered insights to streamlined workflows and exciting new user experiences, Winter 25 is jam-packed with goodies for every Salesforce user.
It's a testament to Salesforce's commitment to innovation, always pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
So there you have it, folks. Another deep dive in the books. We hope you enjoyed this sneak peek into the future of Salesforce and feel as pumped as we are for Winter 25. Until next time, happy exploring.